did you get a sense from the player comments after the game? And I don't know how many you got to talk to. There was only, two players that go to the podium, one offense and one defense. I think it was Jack Sawyer and now I can't
Lincoln
remember.
Holtz.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
That they were in front of the media. That seems like, in addition to loyalty to the team, to their brotherhood, there was some decisions made that I need some more tape to show the NFL, and we'll see what comes back to me in regards to a draft prospectus that outside of Jack Sawyer, who put up, I don't know that the numbers were justified by the performance. I'm not discarding his performance, but I think he ran into a few sacks there where he certainly did his job. But where there was any indication that you got about their decision to play, whether they feel good about what they put out there despite the loss toward their NFL draft decision?
Yeah, I don't think we know, have a firm grasp on anybody at this point. Obviously, Mike Hall Jr. came out the day after the game and declared for the draft. So as it stands right now, it's just Mayan Williams and Mike Hall Jr. that have declared for the draft. They had some guys go into the portal with Jesse Mirko, the punter, who had one of his best games ever as the punter. Noah Rogers and Bryson Rogers, a pair of wide receivers, also went into the portal. Yesterday was the last day, I think, that Ohio State players, maybe today is, since they played on Friday. I think you get 5 days after your last game, I think, to put your paperwork in. So maybe the next day or two we'll learn of anybody else who has dropped their name into the portal. But to me, yeah, we're still up in the air as far as the pro decisions. The date that we kind of hear is January the 10th, which would be a week from now, that maybe some decisions would come down that day. Jack Sawyer before the game seemed like he was leaning toward coming back, but after playing a game of that caliber, you just wonder if he's going to stick with that or not. Denzel Burke, I thought he played pretty well. The one big play the defense gave up, Missouri had been so effective running the ball that they executed a perfect play fake there late in the third quarter. And I don't have the all 22 tape, but it seemed to me that Proctor, one of the safeties, came up and Styles almost was paralyzed by what should I do here. And Burke, the corner, may have passed the receiver off to a safety that wasn't there. And they hit the deep pass for 50 yards. Finally, Missouri made a play on offense against Ohio State's incredible defense and had a first down at the 15-yard line. They ran one play, got to the 7-yard line. It was the end of the third quarter. And then on the first play of the fourth quarter, Cody Schrader went up the gut and broke some tackles and a tough run and got the ball to the goal line for the touchdown. And ESPN had put up a stat that over the last 2 or 3 seasons in college football, teams that had not scored in the first 3 quarters were 0, that's 0, and 112 in trying to win those respective games. And of course, Ohio State lost this game without benefit of scoring a touchdown. First time that had happened back to the 2016 Fiesta Bowl national semifinal game, that nightmare 31-0 game. Deshaun Watson, and who I'm repping the Brownies today, obviously, and Clemson won that game over Ohio State. So a lot of lowlights in this one, Mark. There's not much more good or good. A lot of bad, and not much more good we can really say about that travesty. It was again endemic of today's bowl climate, that if you're not in the playoff, guys are going to go in the portal and guys aren't going to play. And, then a couple of bad injuries. And, the Ohio State offense was kind of like in the fetal position. They were seriously hoping they could win the game 3-0 or 6-0. I mean, that's what it looked like when they couldn't generate anything on offense.
Yeah, and they came about 7 minutes away from pulling that off. Of course, they missed a field goal that would have made it 6-0 at the start of the second half there. But
Doink.
yeah, that's right. That was the doink off the left upright that kicked right. Yes, because hey, let's face it, with the aspirations of this team and this program from year to year, there was so much more to be lost in this game than to be gained. Sure, it would have looked pretty to be 12-1 and probably be ranked 5th or 6th in the nation. 11-2 will probably get them somewhere around 9 or 10, and that's what it's going to look like. But people are much more concerned about what's this look like going forward, especially considering what we saw on Monday night at the Rose Bowl.